Welcome to the fifth module of lesson Synthetic Fibers and Plastics. In this module, we will learn about the useful properties of plastics and also about biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. In our day-to-day life, plastics plays a very important role. We can store food items, water, dry fruits with plastic articles. We will study the useful properties of plastics that makes it useful for variety of purposes. First property. Plastic is non-reactive. Iron, if exposed to moisture or air, undergo rusting. It is because iron reacts with water and air. Have you ever heard plastic bottles getting corroded? No. Why? Because plastic is non-reactive. This is the reason why these are used to store various kind of materials including many chemicals. Next property that we are going to talk about is plastic is light, strong and durable. In past decades, we were using articles made of iron and steel. However, today, plastics replace the use in our lives. Why? Because plastic is far much lighter than metals. It is not stronger than metals, but it is sufficient to use. Furthermore, as plastic is non-reactive, plastic articles have longer duration. These can be molded into different forms. Next property is plastics are poor conductors. As plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity, these are used as coverings in electrical wires, handles of screwdrivers, handles of pans and cookers. It is also used for heat resistance dresses. There are also other uses for plastics. Plastics are used in healthcare industry for packing of tablets, thread for stitching wounds, syringes, doctor's gloves, medical instruments, etc. Teflon is a special plastic on which oil and water do not stick. It is used for non-stick coating in pans. Major factors which prove that plastic has an important place in our daily lives. However, what do we do after using the plastic articles? After we realize that they are no longer useful to us, we throw them away, right? But have you ever wondered what happens after that? What is the journey of the plastic once it enters the garbage? How can we dispose it? Etc. Dear students, can we bury the plastic in the soil? Will it be a good option? Maybe yes, because that would not lead to the release of harmful fumes. So, can we bury all the plastic waste that get generated? Will the microbes in the soil get affected if we dump plastics in the soil? Yes, we know that when organic matter gets into the soil, the microbes present will get degraded. This is called the decomposition reaction. But the reaction is possible only when we have organic matter. And as far as we know, plastics being inorganic, thus their inorganic nature makes them unfit for decomposition. Scientifically, we can classify those materials which get decomposed through natural process such as action by bacteria is called biodegradable, whereas Materials like plastics which cannot be degraded are called non-biodegradable. Thus, it is the non-biodegradable nature of plastic that do not make them fit for burial. As a result, it will occupy space in the soil. It will also lead to soil pollution and harm the natural microbes in the soil. So, we cannot bury plastics in the soil. And so, what can be done with the plastics? Another option is burning plastics. What will happen when we burn plastics? By burning plastic, we could get rid of the space occupied by them. Is it really advisable to burn plastics? We know the fact that plastic melts on heating. It is not completely turned into ashes. What remains behind is simply an unusable form of molten plastics. And is there any other effect? Burning plastics releases a lot of harmful fumes into the atmosphere which causes air pollution. The chemical release can cause health issues in humans and other organisms, and so we should not burn plastics. So in this module, you have learned that plastic is non-reactive, it is light, strong and durable, it is a poor conductor and different uses of plastics, and also about biodegradable materials, that is the material that decomposes through natural process is biodegradable, example fruits, paper, etc. And materials that are not easily decomposed by natural process are termed as non-biodegradable, example plastic, tin, etc.